Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, hope this is working. Yep, I'm going to record this. Forget about the live Facebook crap. I don't know. Just record it and watch it if you want to watch it. And, or view it. So what I'm going to just explain very briefly, got some coffee here, is what I've been doing recently. I think I can mention this, I'm all right. I've been volunteering over the last couple of years with a disabled group, just a few hours a week. I think I'm allowed to say that, that's all right. And I've been helping them do various activities, just voluntary activities. I can say that, that's all right. And some artistic endeavors, such as this here. I don't quite know what it, I did it, but I don't quite know really what it means. But I don't know, man. Could be like, it could be like Close Encounters, isn't it? Like Close Encounters when he had that mountain. But it's kind of colourful things coming out. Anyway, it's a tree. I think it's a tree, but it's a colourful tree. It's got colourful things coming out of it. Anyway, we did that a couple of weeks back and other things. And my friend Ray, who's a friend of mine in Loughton, but wanted to vary the activities of the group and give them some more activities to do. And Ray wanted to do a drama project. And they recently got a new video camera and some new lights and some sound stuff. Uh-oh, back to that. So it all kind of like come together, and I did my degree in film and video before I had a bearable career path, and it's a very, very long story, but I did do that in the 90s and made films in my childhood a lot of the time, and so forth and such like. So he was looking for a story that would interest the group, and he was aware of this. I told him before, but I told told him again, and I started to tell him the story about when I was pickpocketed in Naples, and I got pickpocketed on a train to Naples, on a train to Mount Vesuvius, supposedly going Mount Vesuvius back in 2015. But they nicked everything. Everything was nicked, including my passport. And you need a passport to get back on the plane and back home. So the last day involved me race, because there wasn't even a passport office in Naples, would you believe? Right, to get an emergency passport. So I had to race to Rome on the train, and I went to the British consulate office or whatever it was and got an emergency passport as well. Well, the plane was going at 4 p.m. and I had to wait a couple of hours. So I was in Rome at 12, get an emergency passport, raced back on the train, got the emergency passport, because they nicked everything. They nicked everything. You know, so basically out of all this, I wrote a script, but it wasn't that bit. It wasn't that bit. It was just centered on the actual pickpocketing that took place on the train. And I called the script, and here it is. I called the script Nightmare in Naples, and I did a radio play, which was just a story on the internet as well, with all the sound effects already, so I know what the sound effects are. But yesterday we tried to act it out. Basically, I wrote it, but the point of this video is I just want to try and demystify film making and film directing and what actually happens. Because a lot of people look on it as quite a glamorous activity to do, and quite a lot of it is shrouded in mystery. So I just want to explain briefly how you make a film. I had to do a bit more research, film directing book, just to remind myself what I needed to do, because I haven't done it for quite a long time. Have a coffee. The first thing you need to do is you need to write a script, right? So I wrote this script that was based on my what happened to me in real life. It says, based on a real life incident that happened to James Shields. Now, I tried to updo my operating system on my computer, but now it won't allow this thing called Final Draft, and you have to spend a fortune getting a new version, and I just can't be bothered. But the guy I'm working with says that I can just add a few bits and pieces to it because it wasn't quite right. Okay, so I've actually added a few bits like that, but nobody cares. They're going to just read that bit anyway. But that's the script. That's a script of generally the format that you have for a film. Okay, and I'm going to be in this as well, acting. My character's called Bob Breathwaite. Hold your breath. So anyway, that's the script that I've written. First one in years, film script, which is going to be filmed. Now, how do you make a film? How do you make a film? Right. Well, this is what you do. What I've also done after rereading this book, I wanted to be clear about what I'm doing because I'm so sober now, and also that we want to get in there and do it quick and know what we're doing. So what I did over the last couple of weeks, the story takes place on a train, and obviously we're not going to be in a train. We're in this group it's like a big room, right, in this place where I'm helping. So it's obviously not going to be a train or anything, but I wanted to try and plan it as much as possible, you know. So what I did was, first of all, I did this diagram here, right, and basically like that's the left-hand side of the train. My drawing is not very good, and that's the right-hand side of the train. And then these are all the movements of the characters, right? In the story, okay? This is how to filmmaking in 3 minutes. So these are all the characters of the story that I did based on the screenplay that I wrote, right? But that was their movement. But on top of that, I then did this diagram here, right? Now, this diagram has all the camera positions, the positions of the camera, and how we're going to film it. And as you can see, the characters' names have been abbreviated. I'm Bob Breathwaite. There's this guy called a Powerful Leader Man, right? He's like the kingpin mafia bloke who knows what's going on, right? And he's controlling the sting operation. You see what I mean? It's like the sting. So all these other characters are being controlled by this bloke, right? But they're in on it as well. The only person who doesn't know what the hell's going on, which is probably what happened in real life, is me. I'm Bob Breathwaite. I'm the bloke who doesn't know what the hell's going on, and everybody else is in on it, right? You see what I mean? And those are all the camera setups I've got to do. You see, that's every single position. I've mapped it out already. That's every single position of the camera and the associated character movements. See what I'm saying? See what I did? So every single shot, camera position for the shots. You see what I mean? And I even put a thing there. It said, camera positions with angle area of shot to be filmed, number on each position corresponds with number on shooting script. So what am I talking about there? You're learning film directing in 3 minutes. What I'm talking about there is that these camera positions and shots of the camera's going to make need to be associated with a thing called a shooting script and this screenplay here. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Now, this is extremely complex, and you obviously need to be a genius to do this, man. But don't tell anybody. Shh. I'm going to tell you now for free. Are you ready? It's extremely complex, though. It's extremely complex. You ready? This is what you do. If I can find it. Here we are. I haven't finished it. I've only just started it. So I haven't finished it myself, but you'll get the idea. Don't tell anybody because it's extremely complex and you may not understand this, but let's give it a go. Those camera positions that I put on my floor plan, so that this is every single camera position and the flow of the action and the characters, including me, because I'm going to be in it, right? Those camera positions, and I've only just started it, are on a thing called a shooting script, right? Now, for those camera positions there, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, match the camera positions #1, #2, #3. Match that #1, #2, #3. Get it? Right? So they are numbered camera positions for the film, for the video camera on that floor plan already. Right? Now, this is the extremely complex part of it. Right? Are you ready? There's the script, right? There's the script, okay? And there's the shooting script with those camera setups, okay? So what do? It's extremely complicated. What you do, once I finish this, is I staple that shooting script to the screenplay. So those camera positions and those types of shots are then linked physically to scene 1. And that's all you do. So then you have, for scene 1, 4 different camera positions, 4 different types of shots to film scene 1. So they act it out 4 times. You film it with different shots, 4 different shots. Then you've got the shots correctly filmed, and then you can edit those 4 shots together to create the scene. And that's what you do. And obviously those camera setups are different types of shots within the camera setups. So this is a close-up. This is going to be a medium shot of the 2 people. This will be a close-up of his face and his eyes, and then it's his point of view. The 3rd shot will be his point of view looking at me. Okay, and then it goes on after that. I haven't, I've only just started doing it, but I will tell you this, right? I've already done in rough form here with this document every single shot of the film. Right? This is every single shot of the film, and all I have to do now is put those shots onto this shooting script and then staple them together. So I have done the shots already. I just have to put them on this shooting script and then staple them together. And then once that is done, everything is done. Everything is done. Everything is planned. The shooting script is attached to the screenplay, and we have every single camera position, which you can refer to also in this floor plan as we're doing it. And so everybody knows what the hell is going on. And therefore, I've just explained how to direct a film and make a film in about 3 minutes. So there we go. Hopefully that demystified the process of film directing, because I know there's a lot of people who think it's extremely complicated and extremely glamorous. But you see, the thing is, nobody sees this bit. But that's basically it. So I just have the shooting script to do now. To finish off, I've already done the shots, and that's it. And I've got the floor plan. So there we go. Hopefully that was slightly interesting. See ya.